The United Kingdom has taken a decisive step toward reclaiming sovereign control over its long-range strike capability by announcing the launch of Project Nightfall. On August 27, 2025, the Ministry of Defense revealed its intention to develop a domestically produced tactical ballistic missile compatible with the M270 multiple launch rocket system. The announcement represents a significant departure from decades of reliance on American-supplied solutions and signals London's determination to create an affordable but powerful system designed specifically to meet the demands of future battlefields. Nightfall is being positioned as a cost-effective alternative to the U.S. precision strike missile, a system currently under development in America and intended to replace the aging ATACMS inventory. The British approach emphasizes affordability and scalability while retaining the performance characteristics necessary to give the Army a genuine long-range strike option. At its current stage, the program is described as an open early engagement with industry, meaning that no contracts have yet been awarded. Instead, the Ministry of Defense is calling on British companies to propose contributions and technologies before September 18, 2025, after which the government will define the parameters of competition. The technical requirements outlined for the missile reveal both ambition and pragmatism. The weapon, provisionally named Nightfall, is expected to achieve a range of more than 600 kilometers while carrying a high-explosive payload of 300 kilograms. The design must incorporate a low multispectral signature to reduce detectability, resilience against advanced electronic warfare, and a robust guidance system able to function in environments where satellite navigation may be degraded or denied. The Ministry of Defense has set an objective for the missile to achieve a circular error probable of less than 5 meters in at least half of all test firings, an impressive accuracy standard for a tactical ballistic missile operating under strict budgetary limits. Cost is central to the concept. The ministry has imposed a cap of £500,000 per missile, excluding warhead and launcher costs, in order to ensure that the system can be produced and fielded in large numbers. This price point is significantly lower than that of comparable U.S. systems and reflects the UK's recognition that modern conflicts demand not only precision but also mass and affordability. Production goals have been set at a minimum of 10 missiles per month with the ability to expand if operational requirements increase. Furthermore, the ministry has demanded rapid deployment procedures, stipulating that multiple missiles must be fired from a single M270 launcher within 15 minutes and that crews should be able to vacate the launch site within 5 minutes of firing. This emphasis on mobility and survivability highlights the realities of modern warfare, where counter-battery threats and enemy reconnaissance leave little time for lingering after an attack. From an operational standpoint, Nightfall represents a new trajectory in British missile development. For decades the UK has relied on imported systems, most notably the US-made ATACMS, while waiting for access to the precision strike missile. By pursuing a homegrown alternative, London is seeking not only to plug a capability gap but also to re-establish sovereign control over a vital strategic asset. This is not the first time tactical ballistic missiles have featured prominently in military planning. During the Cold War, systems like the Soviet Tochka and the American Pershing were central to rapid, mobile strike doctrines. Nightfall echoes some of those historical concepts but adapts them to the modern procurement environment, where cost, flexibility, and scalability weigh just as heavily as raw performance. When compared to existing and emerging alternatives, Nightfall's goals are ambitious. The U.S. precision strike missile is expected to achieve similar range, but its cost is significantly higher than what London is prepared to pay. ATACMS, by contrast, offers shorter range and carries fewer warheads, limiting its flexibility on today's battlefield. By attempting to balance range, precision, survivability, and cost within a single design, Nightfall aims to carve out a unique position. It is expected that design trade-offs will be required, possibly including features such as folding fins for compact carriage or simplified guidance systems that strike a balance between accuracy and affordability. Whether British industry can deliver such a system within the outlined constraints remains an open question. The strategic significance of this initiative is considerable. A domestically produced, mobile, and precise long-range strike weapon would provide the United Kingdom with an independent capability to conduct deep fires without relying on allies. In a NATO context, it would strengthen deterrence by ensuring that Britain could deliver precision strikes at ranges previously accessible only through US-supplied systems. The timing of the project is also notable, as the war in Ukraine continues to shape European security and fuel demand for long-range precision fires. With European armies seeking to bolster their artillery stockpiles, Nightfall could position the UK not only as a contributor to NATO's deep strike capability but also as a potential exporter of cost-effective tactical missile systems to partners who cannot afford more expensive alternatives. Geopolitically, the project underscores London's determination to reduce dependency on US export-controlled technologies. While the United States remains a close ally, reliance on foreign approval for the use of critical weapons systems can limit strategic flexibility in a crisis. By pursuing a sovereign solution, Britain seeks to ensure that its armed forces retain freedom of action in situations where national interests may diverge. In this sense, Nightfall is as much a political statement as it is a military program, demonstrating confidence in the UK's industrial base and signaling a long-term commitment to rebuilding domestic missile design expertise. The financial and industrial challenges, however, are significant. To produce a missile with advanced capabilities at such a low unit cost will require creative engineering and potentially unconventional approaches to design and manufacturing. The ministry's demand for 5 complete missiles within 9 to 12 months for testing adds another layer of pressure, creating a compressed timeline that will test the capacity and agility of the British defence industry. The last time the United Kingdom embarked on a comparable missile procurement program, it did so in close partnership with the United States. Nightfall, by contrast, is conceived as an entirely national effort, making the project an important test case for Britain's ability to execute complex weapons development independently. Success would bring considerable rewards. A fielded Nightfall missile would transform the UK's contribution to NATO operations, offering a rapid and precise strike option that enhances deterrence and operational flexibility. It would also mark the revival of Britain's ballistic missile industry after decades of inactivity, laying the groundwork for future projects and reinforcing the country's status as a defense innovator. Moreover, by proving that long-range precision strike can be achieved affordably, Britain could establish itself as a leader in the next generation of cost-conscious weapons development. At the same time, the risks cannot be ignored. Ambitious performance targets, compressed schedules, and tight budgetary constraints create the possibility of delays, overruns, or compromises that reduce effectiveness. Should the project falter, it would underscore the difficulty of reconciling cutting-edge capability with fiscal realities. For now, Project Nightfall stands as both an opportunity and a gamble, the opportunity to deliver a sovereign, affordable long-range strike system, and the gamble that Britain's defense industry can overcome the technical and financial hurdles involved. As industry responses are gathered and evaluated over the coming months, the future of Project Nightfall will begin to take shape. If it succeeds, the program will not only provide the United Kingdom with a powerful new weapon but also reshape its role within NATO and re-establish its tradition of independent missile development. If it fails, the project will stand as a cautionary tale about the challenges of balancing ambition with affordability. Either way, the announcement of Nightfall marks a turning point in British defence policy and sets the stage for one of the most closely watched missile programs in Europe.